Do you feel it? That heavy silence that seems to wrap around you, pressing against your chest so tightly that it almost steals your breath. The kind of silence that makes the walls feel like they are closing in, the shadows whispering reminders of every moment you felt unseen, unloved, forgotten. You are sitting there, maybe in your room, maybe on the edge of your bed, maybe even on the cold floor, head bowed, tears quietly sliding down your cheeks. You feel so alone. So very alone. And yet, even in this moment, when the world has turned its gaze away, when no one else seems to understand, when it seems as if no one even cares, God sees you. He has never looked away. Not for a second. Not even when you felt that you were screaming into an empty room. Every tear, every sigh, every moment of despair is known to him. You might ask yourself, why me? Why now? Why must I feel this pain while everyone else seems to move forward with ease? And it's natural to feel that way. Your heart aches, your spirit grows weary, your mind keeps replaying the moments you wish you could forget. The betrayal, the heartbreak, the endless nights of crying quietly while the world sleeps peacefully, it all feels so heavy, so overwhelming. But listen carefully. You are not forgotten. Your tears are not meaningless. In fact, they are far more powerful than you realize. Every drop of sorrow that has fallen silently onto your pillow, every tear you have hidden from the world, is a whisper to heaven. Each one carries your story, your pain, your longing, and your hope. Even when it feels like you are invisible, even when the world overlooks you, God is counting every single tear. Think about it. In the stillness of the night, when no one else is awake, when the world sleeps and your cries are swallowed by darkness, God is awake with you. He is there, holding your heart in his hands, watching over you with a love that cannot be measured. And though you may not feel it, though it may seem like nothing is happening, the very act of your tears falling, the very act of your heart breaking, is stirring a miracle in motion. A change is beginning, quietly, gently, beyond what your eyes can see. I want you to take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the weight on your chest slowly loosening, just a little. Imagine a warm presence brushing against your shoulder, like sunlight on a chilly morning, like a soft breeze on a hot day. That is him. God is right there. Not in a loud, dramatic way, not with thunder and lightning, but softly, gently, with a love that is steady and unending. You see, loneliness is a test of faith. It is a refining fire. It is not meant to break you, but to reveal the depth of your strength, the resilience of your spirit, and the unwavering presence of God's love. Every tear you shed is not a mark of weakness, it is a testament to your courage. To continue breathing, to continue believing, to continue hoping when everything inside you screams despair, that is bravery. And God sees it. He treasures it. Perhaps you remember the nights when you couldn't sleep, when memories you wished you could forget kept replaying in your mind like a cruel movie. Maybe you recall the moments when you tried to reach out to someone, anyone, for comfort, and were met with silence. Perhaps you even felt shame for crying, as though showing your vulnerability was a flaw. But I want you to know this, your tears are sacred. They are prayers. They are messages to heaven that say, I cannot do this alone, I need you. And heaven responds. Not always immediately in the way we imagine, but always in the way that is perfect, in the way that transforms our pain into growth, our sorrow into strength, our loneliness into deep connection with God. Take another moment, and think about the smallest detail of your life, the sound of rain tapping against your window, the faint glow of a streetlight outside, the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Even in these tiny, seemingly insignificant moments, there is proof that life is still moving, that God is still present, that hope is not lost. Your tears are part of this flow. They are part of a greater story being written, a story in which you are seen, known, and deeply loved. And here is the most important thing I want you to hear, joy is coming. Yes, joy. Not the kind that comes and goes in fleeting moments, but the deep, soul-healing joy that fills the spaces where sorrow once lived. The joy that arrives quietly at first, a small flicker of light, a whisper in your heart that says, "You are not alone. I am with you. I have always been with you." And then it grows, spreading through your chest, filling every empty corner of your spirit, until the darkness that once seemed permanent begins to fade. You might wonder, how can this be possible? I've been waiting for so long. I've cried so much. I've suffered endlessly. And that is the beauty of it, the waiting is part of the miracle. Every tear you have shed has been collected, treasured, woven into a tapestry of hope that is beyond human comprehension. Every sigh, every silent cry, every moment you felt invisible. God has seen it all. And He is moving. Always moving. Quietly, steadily, lovingly, preparing your heart for the joy that is coming. So right now, even as you sit there, maybe feeling like nothing will ever change, I want you to feel this truth in your soul: you are loved beyond measure. Your pain is not wasted. Your loneliness is not ignored. Your heart is not forgotten. Your tears have reached heaven, and a divine, unshakable joy is being prepared just for you. Hold on. Even when it is hard. Even when your heart feels heavy. Even when the night seems endless. Hold on. Because the one who counts the stars counts your tears too. And when joy arrives, and it will arrive, it will be sweeter, deeper, and more transformative than you could ever imagine. Your story is not over. Your suffering is not the end. This is just the beginning. The beginning of a journey from pain to healing, from sorrow to joy, from loneliness to divine love. Take one more deep breath. Feel it. Feel God's presence surrounding you. Feel His love holding you. Feel the weight on your chest slowly lifting, as though a gentle hand is brushing it away. And know this, with every fiber of your being, your tears have reached heaven, and joy is coming. Even now, it is on its way, ready to transform your life in ways you never thought possible. Have you ever felt the weight of words that cannot escape your lips? The thoughts that swirl endlessly in your mind, desperate to be released, but somehow never find the courage to emerge. Perhaps you've tried, haven't you? Tried to speak to someone, anyone, about the pain that grips your heart, the loneliness that gnaws at your spirit, the despair that seems to have no end. And yet, silence. Sometimes deafening. Sometimes heavy. Sometimes, almost mocking in its stillness. You whisper into the darkness, "Can anyone hear me? Does anyone even care?" And the silence answers back. The room is still. The walls don't respond. The world moves on as though your heartache is invisible, as though your tears are meaningless. But here's the secret that the world cannot offer you: you are never unheard. You are never unseen. Even when the world fails to notice, God listens. Always. Every tear, every sigh, every whispered word of your heart is heard. Close your eyes. Imagine this: your hands are clasped tightly together. Fingers intertwined. Knuckles white. You are trembling slightly, because your heart is heavy. And as you breathe in and out, you send up a silent prayer, one that feels fragile, one that feels almost too small to matter. But it matters. It matters more than you can imagine. That quiet, desperate prayer is like a key, unlocking a door in heaven. A door that has been waiting for your voice. A door that opens only to the sincerity of a heart willing to reach beyond itself, beyond what it sees, beyond what it feels. Your prayers are not measured by volume, nor by eloquence, nor by their perfection. They are measured by the sincerity of your heart, by the longing of your soul, by the courage it takes to turn inward, face your pain, and lift it to God. Perhaps you are afraid that He cannot hear you, that your voice is too small, too faint, too broken. But remember this: even the smallest whisper in the night can echo through eternity. Even the softest tear can reach the heavens. Even the quietest cry can stir the heart of God. Have you felt that? The subtle warmth in your chest when you realize you are not alone. That gentle stirring in your spirit that says, "I am here," even when you feel invisible. That is Him. That is God responding. Not always in ways that are loud or obvious. Not always with miracles you can immediately see. But He is responding in the ways that matter the most, through comfort, through subtle shifts in your heart, through a whisper of hope that will grow into a roaring light when the time is right. Let's take a moment to breathe. Breathe deeply. Feel the air filling your lungs, slow and steady, in and out, in and out. Let the weight of the world fall, just slightly, from your shoulders. Feel the presence around you, subtle but unmistakable. Your tears, which have felt heavy and burdensome, are not wasted. Each drop, each stream of sorrow, is a message to heaven, a message that says, I cannot do this alone. I need you. I trust you, even when it hurts. And heaven answers, not with impatience, not with judgment, but with infinite patience, infinite love, infinite understanding. Think about the nights you've spent awake, replaying memories that ache in your heart. The times you've wanted to scream, to shout, to release the storm inside, and yet the words never came. Each of those nights, each of those moments, has not gone unnoticed. They are treasures to God. Precious, intimate moments of honesty between your heart and the divine. They are the foundation upon which He is building your healing, your restoration, your joy. Perhaps you have asked, why is it taking so long? Why haven't I seen answers yet? And it is okay to ask. It is okay to wonder. God is not threatened by your questions. He is not disturbed by your doubts. In fact, He welcomes them, because they show that your heart is alive, that you are engaged, that you are willing to reach out, even when hope feels distant. As you continue to pray silently, envision your tears transforming into a golden light. Each tear glows as it rises toward heaven, carrying with it the weight of your sorrow, the depth of your longing, the intensity of your hope. See it shimmer as it ascends, joining countless other prayers, each unique, each precious, each treasured by God. This light does not fade. It does not scatter. It is being woven into a tapestry of love, a pattern of healing that will envelop your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. And here is something to hold on to: the silence is not empty. It is sacred. It is the space where God meets your pain, where He listens to your heart, where He begins the work of restoration. Every tear that fell in quiet desperation has paved a path for your joy. Every whispered prayer has opened a door in heaven. Every moment of feeling invisible has drawn you closer to a presence that will never leave, never abandon, never fail you. Can you feel it? That subtle warmth, the gentle reassurance that life is not as bleak as it feels right now. That even in the deepest shadows of your loneliness, a light is moving toward you, preparing a new chapter, a new dawn, a new hope. That is the power of your silent prayer. It is unseen by many, but it is seen by the one who matters most. You may feel unworthy. You may feel as though your pain is too great, your mistakes too many, your heart too fragile. But God's love does not depend on your perfection. It does not rely on your strength. It does not waver because of your weakness. His love meets you exactly where you are. It embraces the brokenness, the doubts, the fears, the tears, the long nights, the unanswered questions. And in that embrace, your heart begins to heal, slowly, gently, powerfully. So keep praying. Keep reaching upward, even when the words feel inadequate, even when the pain seems unending, even when hope feels like a distant memory. Keep trusting, even if only in the smallest whisper of faith that remains in your soul. Your tears have reached heaven. Your silent prayers are already shaping your future. They are laying the groundwork for restoration, for peace, for joy that will surpass your understanding. And remember this: God is always moving, always listening, always responding, even in ways you cannot yet see. Every tear, every sigh, every whispered prayer is part of a story that is bigger than your pain. Bigger than your struggles. Bigger than the night you feel trapped in. Your story is being written with love, patience, and divine wisdom, and every word is perfect. Take a moment to let this sink in. Close your eyes. Feel the gentle assurance that you are not alone. Feel the warmth spreading through your chest, reaching every corner of your heart. Feel your spirit lifting, slowly but surely, as God works quietly, faithfully, lovingly to bring your prayers to fruition. Do you feel it? That quiet, persistent hope that refuses to be extinguished. That is the promise of your silent prayer. That is the evidence that heaven has heard you. That is the beginning of a joy that is already on its way to you, gently, patiently, perfectly timed. So stay still for a moment. Breathe. Feel the presence surrounding you. Know this, deep in your heart, you are heard. You are seen. You are loved. And every tear, every silent word, every whisper of your soul has reached heaven and is preparing the way for a peace, a healing, and a joy that will transform your life forever. Asterisk. Asterisk, have you ever found yourself staring out a window, watching raindrops race each other to the sill, and suddenly, the past rushes back? Memories, sharp as shards of glass, cutting through the present. Faces, voices, moments you thought you had forgotten, they return unbidden, haunting the quiet of your mind. Maybe it's the way someone looked at you, the words they said, the moments that broke your heart. Or perhaps it's a sound, a smell, a place that instantly transports you to pain you've tried so hard to leave behind. And as you sit there, feeling the cold glass against your fingers, you wonder, why do these memories torment me? Why do they come uninvited, dragging the weight of sorrow behind them? You try to shake them off. You try to breathe them away. But sometimes, it feels impossible. Your chest tightens. Your heart aches. Your spirit grows weary. The past seems relentless, relentless in its attempt to remind you of what you lost, of what you never had, of what the world denied you. But listen closely. Even these shadows, these ghosts of yesterday, are not meaningless. God sees them. He notices every memory that haunts you, every scar that aches, every sleepless night where the echoes of the past refuse to let you rest. And here is the truth that can change everything: your tears, your pain, your recollections of sorrow, they are not wasted. They are messages to heaven, prayers disguised as memories, whispered to a God who never forgets. Imagine for a moment, each memory, no matter how painful, is like a small candle. Alone, it might flicker and feel fragile, easily snuffed out by the wind of despair. But when God collects them, all of your sorrowful memories, your heartbreaks, your rejections, your losses, He places them together in His hands. And in His hands, they are transformed. They are not reminders of failure or weakness. They are threads in a tapestry of strength, resilience, and hope. Do you remember the nights when your mind replayed the moments you wished you could forget? Perhaps the cruel words, the rejection, the loss of someone you loved deeply, or the missed opportunities that seemed to slip through your fingers. Those memories may have haunted you, but each one has been noticed, each one has been acknowledged, each one has been seen with infinite care. God is there in those moments. Even when you feel the weight of despair pressing down, even when it feels like no one understands, even when the tears flow silently in the dark, He is present. Take a deep breath. Let it fill your lungs slowly, and let it out gently. Feel the rhythm of life still moving around you, still moving through you. Know that your past, with all its pain and haunting memories, is part of a greater story, one that is being written not just by the world, not just by circumstance, but by a God who loves you beyond measure. Every tear, every sigh, every night you felt invisible has reached Him. And in His presence, there is a plan to turn those memories of sorrow into pillars of strength. Perhaps you ask yourself, how can my past, filled with pain, ever be used for good? And the answer is this: it is already being used. Every heartache, every rejection, every failure, every lonely night has a purpose. They are shaping you, preparing you, fortifying your spirit for the joy that is to come. They are not chains meant to hold you down, they are steps leading you upward, one by one, toward hope, toward healing, toward divine restoration. Imagine a gentle rain falling outside, soft and steady. It mirrors your tears, each drop a reflection of sorrow, a prayer rising toward heaven. And imagine that each drop is collected, treasured, and transformed into a light that will guide your way forward. Each memory, each moment of past pain, becomes a stepping stone toward a new chapter, a chapter where joy will no longer be fleeting, where sorrow will be replaced by peace, where loneliness will be filled with the abiding presence of God. Do not rush this transformation. Do not force it. Healing and restoration are not meant to be hurried. They are meant to unfold slowly, deliberately, like a sunrise over a dark horizon. Each memory that once caused pain now becomes a witness to your endurance, your faith, and your courage. Each tear that fell in silent despair now becomes a building block for your future. Each haunting thought is being woven into a tapestry of grace, patience, and divine love. Take another moment and close your eyes. Picture your memories not as shadows, not as chains, but as pieces of a larger puzzle. A puzzle that God is carefully assembling with infinite wisdom and perfect timing. Every painful reflection, every echo of loss, is being integrated into a masterpiece designed to remind you of your resilience, to remind you that you are never forgotten, never abandoned, never unseen. You may feel the urge to resist, to push away the pain, to forget the memories. And it is natural to want relief from suffering. But here is where faith grows strongest, in surrender. Surrendering your pain, your past, your haunting memories to God, knowing that He sees every detail, understands every emotion, and is working in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Your tears, once felt as loss, are becoming the seeds of renewal. Your grief, once heavy, is being transformed into courage. Your haunting memories, once painful, are becoming testaments to God's unwavering love and care. And so, as you gaze at the rain-soaked window, as you reflect on the moments that have shaped you, know this: you are not broken beyond repair. You are not abandoned in your sorrow. You are not defined by the memories that haunt you. Each one has a purpose. Each one is a whisper to heaven. Each one is a thread in a tapestry of hope, strength, and joy that is being woven just for you. Take one more slow breath. Feel the warmth of God's presence surrounding you, even as the cold memories of the past linger. Feel the light beginning to break through the darkness, a gentle reminder that joy is coming. Your tears, your prayers, your reflections, your memories, they have reached heaven. And they are already being transformed into a future filled with hope, healing, and peace. Do you feel it? That subtle stirring in your heart? That quiet assurance that despite the pain, despite the haunting past, there is a plan for your life? That is God at work. That is love moving in ways that are often invisible, but infinitely real. That is the promise that your story does not end in sorrow, but begins a journey of restoration, joy, and unwavering faith. Hold on to that promise. Let it sink into your soul. Let it comfort you in moments of despair. Let it remind you that no tear, no heartbreak, no haunting memory is wasted. Each one is a gift, a message, a bridge from pain to healing, from loneliness to connection, from despair to divine joy. Your memories may haunt you today, but tomorrow, they will remind you of your endurance. Your tears may fall silently now, but one day, they will testify to the power of your faith. Your past may feel heavy now, but God is carrying it all, transforming it, preparing it to become the foundation of your new life, a life filled with hope, love, and joy that surpasses understanding. Remember this: every tear you shed, every memory that causes pain, every quiet moment of reflection, it has reached heaven. And what awaits you is far greater than you can imagine. Your heart will mend. Your soul will soar. Your joy will return, brighter and deeper than ever before. Your memories may haunt you, but they are also guiding you, toward God, toward healing, toward the promise of a life renewed. And then, suddenly, it happens. Just when the darkness feels thickest, when your heart has carried the weight of sorrow for what feels like an eternity, a glimmer of light appears. Perhaps it's subtle at first, a gentle warmth brushing against your skin, a soft sound that makes you pause, a fleeting smile from a stranger that touches something deep within you. Or maybe it's something more profound, the unmistakable whisper of God, saying, "I am here. You might not even recognize it at first. The light may be small, fragile, barely noticeable amidst the shadows that have clouded your world for so long. But it is real. And that is what matters. Because in that small, seemingly insignificant light, a seed of hope is planted. A spark that begins to chase away the darkness. A whisper that tells your soul, you are not alone. You have not been forgotten. Your suffering has been seen. Take a moment and feel it. Can you feel the gentle stir of warmth spreading across your chest? Can you feel the hope creeping in, timid but persistent, nudging your spirit toward life again? That is God at work. It may not be loud. It may not be dramatic. But it is certain. He is moving in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend, orchestrating circumstances, preparing moments, and guiding hearts, both yours and others, to align with His perfect plan. Think about the nights you cried alone, when it felt like no one understood. When you poured out your heart in silent prayers, believing perhaps that heaven had turned its gaze away. Every tear you shed, every silent cry, every whispered longing, they have been collected, treasured, noticed, and counted. And now, this light begins to answer the prayer that has been forming in your heart all along. You may wonder, why now? Why not earlier? And it is okay to ask. It is okay to feel impatient. But God's timing is always perfect. Sometimes, the waiting is not a punishment but a preparation. A preparation for a joy so deep, a peace so profound, that it will surpass everything you have endured. The light you are seeing now is a gentle nudge, a reminder that your season of healing is beginning, that the clouds are parting, that your tears are transforming into triumph. Notice the details of this light. The way it caresses your face, warm and tender. The way it illuminates the tears on your cheeks, not to highlight sorrow, but to show that even in your pain, you are precious, you are valued, you are seen. Each ray is a message from heaven, a reminder that God is attentive to the smallest details of your life. No hurt, no tear, no longing is too insignificant for His attention. Perhaps you feel a flicker of fear. What if it doesn't last? What if the darkness returns? It is natural to feel hesitant. The heart remembers pain, and caution is a part of survival. But this light is different. It is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is a divine presence, a promise that even when life seems uncertain, even when circumstances feel beyond control, you are cradled in the hands of a God who is faithful, who never wavers, who never abandons. Take a deep breath now. Breathe slowly, allowing the warmth of the light to fill you. Let it sink into your soul. Imagine this light expanding from your chest, spreading through your body, washing over every corner of your being, dissolving the heaviness, melting the tension, releasing the fear. Feel your heart lift, just slightly, with the knowledge that healing is beginning, that hope is arriving, that joy is being prepared for you. This is a pivotal moment, the first turning point after the long nights of sorrow. The light is a reminder that God is always working, even when it is invisible to your eyes, even when you cannot understand the path. Every tear you have shed, every silent prayer, every longing of your heart, these have reached heaven. And the light is the first evidence of the response, the first sign that joy is approaching, gently, patiently, perfectly timed. Picture yourself walking toward this light. Each step feels a little lighter than the last. Each breath carries a sense of renewal. The weight on your shoulders is beginning to lift. You are still human, still feeling, still fragile, but the presence of God envelopes you, strengthening your spirit, guiding your steps, comforting your heart. Consider this, the light is not just outside of you, it is within you. Even in your darkest moments, the spark of hope has been alive, waiting to be nurtured. And now, it grows. It shines not only on your face but in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. It reminds you that your life is precious, that your journey has meaning, that your suffering has been noticed and is being transformed into strength, compassion, and wisdom. Do not rush the experience. Let it linger. Let it seep into every part of you. Each moment of reflection, each acknowledgement of the light, is a step closer to understanding the depth of God's love. Each tear transformed by this light is a message to your soul: you are cherished, you are valued, you are not alone. And as you stand there, perhaps still with tears on your cheeks, notice how the light begins to change your perspective. The world is not as dark as it seemed. The pain is not as permanent as it felt. The loneliness is not as absolute as it appeared. The small flicker of hope now has the power to grow, to illuminate the path ahead, to remind you that the divine presence is actively moving to bring healing, peace, and joy into your life. Imagine the light slowly spreading beyond you, touching the room, the streets, the world around you. It is a visual manifestation of God's presence, a reminder that the divine does not act in isolation but in connection with all creation. And within this light, your heart begins to understand something profound: the darkness was never meant to last. The trials were never meant to define you. The suffering was never wasted. Every tear, every sigh, every silent prayer has prepared you for this moment, this awakening, this glimpse of light that signals a new beginning. So stand in it. Breathe in the hope. Let your heart expand with gratitude, with faith, with anticipation. Your journey is far from over, but a significant step has been taken. The light is not a promise of an immediate end to struggle, it is a promise that healing is beginning, that God is moving, that your tears have reached heaven, and that the joy you have been longing for is now on its way. Take a final deep breath and feel it settle in your soul. The light is real, the hope is alive, the promise is certain. And as it grows brighter, you begin to see that the shadows of yesterday, the pain of the past, the doubts and fears, all are being transformed. They are no longer chains but lessons,